Welcome to Global Affairs. So let's talk about the second India CARICOM summit. So why is it in news? Recently, the Prime Minister of India chaired the second India CARICOM summit in Georgetown, Ghana, alongside the Prime Minister of Grenada, the current CARICOM chair. Before starting, let's talk about CARICOM. CARICOM stands for Caribbean Community. What is the Caribbean Community, CARICOM? CARICOM is a grouping of 21 countries, 15 member states and 6 associate members including both island states and mainland territories like Suriname and Guyana. The 15 members are Antigua and Barbuda, Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Grenada, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago. CARICOM was founded in 1973 with the signing of the Treaty of Chaguaramas by 4 founding members of Barbados, Guyana, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago. The CARICOM community is made up of people from African, Indian, European, Chinese, Portuguese, and indigenous backgrounds. Population of CARICOM is approximately 16 million, with a young demographic, 60% under the age of 30. The region is multilingual, with English as the primary language alongside French, Dutch, and various African and Asian languages. Geographical spread. The member states stretch from the Bahamas in the north to Suriname and Guyana in the south, making it a vast and diverse region with varying levels of economic and social development. They are primarily located in the Caribbean Sea, Atlantic Ocean. Now let us talk about the pillars of CARICOM's integration. CARICOM's integration is built on 4 main pillars, which guide the objectives of the community. Economic integration, enhance development and competitiveness through trade and productivity. Foreign policy coordination, present a unified voice in international diplomacy. Human and social development, focus on health, education, and poverty alleviation. Security, strengthen regional security, disaster response, and crime prevention. The chairmanship of the community is rotated every 6 months among the member countries. The Government of India funded the $1.166 million Information Technology and Communication Infrastructure, Computer Software and Community Studio at the CARICOM Secretariat in 2005 to 2006. The first India CARICOM Summit was held in 2019 in New York. India's historic and warm relations with the countries of the Caribbean witnessed a new momentum with the meeting of Prime Minister of India with 14 leaders of the CARICOM group of countries on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. The meeting deliberated on the steadily intensifying and deepening relations between India and partner countries of the Caribbean, not only in the bilateral but also in the regional context. India provided immediate financial assistance of $1 million in 2019 to recover from the destruction caused by Hurricane Dorian in the region and the worst-hit island of Bahamas. India also announced a $14 million grant for community development projects in the CARICOM and another $150 million line of credit for solar, renewable energy and climate change-related projects. Now let's talk about key highlights of the second India CARICOM Summit. 7 Pillars of Cooperation. India's Prime Minister proposed 7 key pillars to strengthen ties between India and CARICOM. These pillars are CARICOM. C. Capacity building. India announced an additional 1,000 ITEC, Indian Technical and Economic Cooperation, slots for CARICOM countries over the next 5 years. A. Agriculture and food security. India shared its experience in agriculture, particularly in the use of technology such as drones, digital farming, and farm mechanization. R. Renewable energy and climate change. India called for greater collaboration on global initiatives like the International Solar Alliance and Mission Life. Innovation, Technology, and Trade. Prime Minister Modi offered India's digital public infrastructure and other technological models to improve public service delivery. C. Cricket and Culture. India proposed organizing Days of Indian Culture in CARICOM countries and providing cricket training for young women cricketers from the region. O. Ocean Economy and Maritime Security. India expressed willingness to collaborate on maritime domain mapping and hydrography in the Caribbean Sea. M. Medicine and Healthcare. India offered its model for affordable healthcare, including the provision of generic medicines through Jan Aushadhi Kendras and the promotion of yoga for well-being. Before talking about next point, let's talk about Small Island Developing States, SIDS. Small Island Developing States, SIDS, refer to a group of small island nations and territories that face shared challenges in sustainable development, alongside significant social, economic, and environmental vulnerabilities. Some of SIDS include the Maldives, Seychelles, Marshall Islands, Solomon Islands, Suriname, Mauritius, Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, Guyana, and Singapore. SIDS are primarily located in three major geographical regions: the Caribbean, the Pacific, and the Atlantic, Indian Ocean, and South China Sea (AIS) regions. Climate justice. CARICOM leaders appreciated India's leadership in championing climate justice for small island developing states, SIDS. SIDS are responsible for less than 1% of global greenhouse gas emissions but are among the most affected by climate change impacts. Climate justice means addressing the unequal and disproportionate impacts of climate change on different communities, particularly the poor, marginalized, and vulnerable groups. Now let's talk about the awards conferred on PM Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi received top awards from Ghana and Prime Minister Narendra Modi received top awards from Ghana and Barbados during his visit. Ghana conferred the Order of Excellence and Barbados awarded the Honorary Order of Freedom. Recently, Dominica also announced its highest national award, the Dominica Award of Honor, for PM Modi. PM Modi's list of international awards now includes 19 prestigious recognitions. Notable awards include Russia's Order of Saint Andrew the Apostle and the USA's Legion of Merit. Now let's talk about India-CARICOM relations. In November 2003, a CARICOM delegation visited India, leading to the establishment of a standing joint commission. India's High Commissioner in Georgetown, capital of Ghana, is also accredited as ambassador to CARICOM, highlighting its commitment to regional cooperation. First meeting of India-CARICOM foreign ministers in 2005 laid the groundwork for closer collaboration, particularly in areas like trade and development projects through the Caribbean Development Bank. First India-CARICOM Joint Commission in 2015 held in Georgetown, which led to promotion of business partnerships between India and CARICOM countries. India-CARICOM ministerial meetings are held regularly, with notable events occurring on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly (UNGA). Humanitarian assistance. In 2017, after hurricanes in the Caribbean Sea, India provided $200,000 in emergency aid and additional support through the Indian Partnership Fund for South-South Cooperation. India-CARICOM Summit 2019 took place in New York on the sidelines of the UNGA, saw India offering substantial support to CARICOM countries. $14 million grant for community development projects. $150 million line of credit specifically for solar energy and climate change projects. Special training programs. In response to the needs of CARICOM nations, India offered tailored capacity building programs. India CARICOM Task Force, it was established to reinvigorate cooperation by streamlining and enhancing ongoing initiatives and establishing clearer strategies for the future. Why is India and CARICOM important for each other? Strategic expansion. The Latin America and the Caribbean (LAC) region is diversifying its geopolitical ties, seeking new partnerships in Asia, which aligns with India's ambition to expand its presence in the region. Shared climate concerns. India and CARICOM face climate change impacts, including rising sea levels and extreme weather. India's COP26 efforts align with CARICOM's call for climate finance for mitigation and adaptation. International Solar Alliance (ISA). The ISA, co-founded by India, offers a platform for CARICOM nations to enhance solar energy deployment. Additionally, the One World One Sun One Grid (OWOSOG) initiative is an innovative approach to creating a global grid that could transmit solar energy across continents. Digital health collaboration. India's digital health advancements, like CoWIN and National Digital Health Mission (NDHM), offer a model for improving healthcare systems in CARICOM, especially for climate-induced health threats. Biofuel and energy cooperation. India's collaboration with Brazil in biofuel research could be extended to CARICOM nations, creating a platform for joint energy solutions and biofuel production. Strengthened partnerships. India's Prime Minister's visit and India's ongoing development assistance programs, such as the $1 million contribution to the CARICOM Development Fund, lay a strong foundation for future collaborations. Now let's jump to the conclusion. The second India CARICOM summit marked a significant step in deepening bilateral ties, with a focus on areas such as renewable energy, climate change, healthcare, and economic development. This collaboration offers vast opportunities to address shared challenges, particularly climate change and sustainable growth, further enhancing India's role in the Caribbean region. Thanks for watching and keep watching Global Affairs.